understanding that we are all literally human beings living such a similar life. Yes, in such different ways, but also living so similarly. I was just sitting here thinking, you go in one of those like spirals where you're like, oh, I want to upgrade this. I want to do that. I want to do this. And it's literally just one of those days where it's like, I really want to do the backsplash in my kitchen because it looks so freaking raunchy and it's not even white anymore. It looks yellow and it's supposed to be white. But I also redid my cabinets and they're now white and they weren't white before, so it doesn't help. Just like upgrades, that's why people do small upgrades at a time, because you can't possibly do everything at once. Good things take time, even renovations. The furniture you want to replace, no matter how old you are, it definitely happens with age and in life. We all want to do more, have more, be more, feel more. And the thing is, we do all have that in common. Everybody wants, finish the sentence. It's more something, usually more money, but then it's like, okay, well, what comes with that? That's a whole other tangent I can go on. However, my point is, it is not a coincidence that we are all so similar. Like, we are all human beings. We hurt, we bleed, we cry, we strive, we get back up again. It's really depending on all how you handle it. We all go through challenges. Your level 10 is different from my level 10. A kid that's 8 years old that has somebody, say something shitty to her at school that day, or she was embarrassed by something and she comes home. It may seem like, oh yeah, brush her off, but like that is a 10 for her. I guess that's just like a mom moment, but it's so true. The difference is, so if we all want more, strive for more, want to be more, have more, do more, all the things, what is the difference between the people that actually do end up saying like, oh yeah, like the people that are doing it? There's a difference between wanting to, talking about it, setting a goal for it, striving towards it. That's one thing, but it's also very far away sometimes. And then there's people that's what they want, but they're taking action on how they're going to get there. And then they achieve those things and then they want something else. Not because they're not satisfied. It's not that you're never satisfied. If you're doing life right, you are constantly up leveling and continuing to climb, grow. And at that point, you start to build the stamina and the experience and the energy to hold more. You know what I mean? Like you just can't skip to the good part. And it's not even the good part if it was handed to you. The good part is the part that you did work hard for. And so the people that do have more and are more and did achieve more, it's because they didn't just talk about it, like they took the aligned action. It's like those two simple things. There's two parts to it. A lot of people think on the energetic and like mental level, think they know what they want, and they really don't. So they'll come to me and they're like, I don't know, I want to feel better. Well, what is feeling better like for you? Clearly you're drawn to the idea of feeling better. You're fantasizing about what life would be like and how nice it would be to feel better. What does that mean for you? How different is life once you've checked that box off and you feel better? What is it like when you lose weight? How does that feel for you? I know now mine would be not surface level at all. What losing weight is like for me is like breathing air for the first time. Doing it in a way that feels good and aligned and effortless, and I don't have to think about food unless I'm hungry. I don't have to obsess about my weight and comparing myself when I go out in public or what I wear. That peace, that freedom, that's why I want to lose weight. So people think they know what they want with these surface level things like I want to lose weight, but like what do you want below that? It's the why behind the why behind the why. So knowing very clearly what you want and then actually like just sit there and pretend and play imagination of what life will look like for you when you achieve that thing, that job, that career, that certification, that body. What is life like for you? And really stepping into that person and bringing your senses into it and understanding what that feels like on a deep level, that's how you get those pieces. That's how the pieces come to you to know where you're actually going and how you're going to get that. It doesn't just cross your mind because it got caught there in the wind. Like it's in your head because it already exists. You just have to be very intentional and have the awareness to see that and then navigate how to get there. Knowing what you want and also knowing it's not going to fall in your lap. Manifestation and prayers, they don't work just by sitting and hoping and having faith and believing. That is a huge part of it. Yes, I will vouch for that all day, every day. But you do have to take the aligned action. If you want something, please ask yourself right now, what am I doing today? What am I doing this week? What am I doing this month? However short or long term that goal is, if it's a goal, what are you doing right now to make sure that that's going to happen? What is your plan? How are you filling the bridge from this to that? If you need help, you know where to find me.